Hello students, this is Rahmat Khan from Shivjyoti Educational Group. I hope you all are fine and doing well at your home and studying regularly. So dear students, today we are going to learn one of the interesting chapter of geography, that is climate, chapter 4. And what we are going to learn in this chapter is, in this part 1, we are going to cover climate and weather. That is, we are going to discuss about what is the difference between climate and weather. Okay. Secondly, we are going to talk about climatic controls. What are the climatic controls we are going to talk in this part 1. And to finish the part 1, we are going to end with factors affecting India's climate. So what are the factors which are affecting India's climate? This is what we are going to learn in this part 1. So dear students, before you move on, I request you to kindly open your textbook, page number 26, and through which we are going to learn this chapter with some animations. Now before we start with this chapter, that is climate, I have some questions for you. That is, why in the May month it is unpleasant? Why in December we wear woolens? Why in October it is very pleasant, and why in August it rains? These are some of the questions we need to answer, and this is what we are going to study in this chapter, and this is what we are going to understand in this chapter, that is climate. So let us start. So dear students, when we talk about climate and when we talk about weather, they look similar. When we talk about them, it looks like both climate and weather are same, but actually it is not. Because when we talk about climate, that is on page number 26, it's already given. Climate refers to a sum of total of weather condition and variation over large area over a long period of time, that is more than 30 years. That means when we talk about climate of a particular area, we are talking about climate, that is, that climate have been there for a longer period, around 30 years. मतलब जब मैं climate की बात कर रहा हूँ, it's a long term. मतलब वहाँ climate, for example, the month of January, February and the month of December, बहुत सर्दियाँ पड़ती हैं. So this is for a long time, right? और ये continuous होता रहा है. From past 30 years, it has been the same, right? But when we talk about weather, weather refers to the state of atmosphere over an area at any point of time. When I talk about weather, it can change at any point of time. For example, I am giving you example to understand the difference between climate and weather. We are going to discuss it, okay? So when I talk about weather, imagine in morning, subah at 8 o'clock in the morning, it was sunny, suraj tha, okay? And in afternoon around 12 o'clock, it became cloudy, badal aa gaye. And in the evening at 5 o'clock, it started raining. So this is a change, and this is very fast change, and this is called the change in weather. इसको हम weather condition बोलेंगे, right? So the difference between climate and weather is that climate is for a longer duration, okay? And on the other side, when we talk about weather, it changes very fast. It can change at any point of time, right? So let us continue. So when we talk about this climate and weather, we should know the difference between this climate and weather, right? So let us differentiate between weather and climate. So as I told you, weather, temporary state of atmosphere condition, that is, it can change at any point of time. Secondly, changes quickly, it changes quickly, okay? अभी जो मौसम है वो बदल सकता है at very fast rate, maybe within a day or a week, उसी दिन बदल सकता है. I have already given you the example that how the things change in the same day, right? And it can change in coming weeks. On the other side, when we talk about climate, जब हम climate की बात करते हैं, it's average weather condition over a longer period of time. Secondly, changes imperceptibly. It changes over a longer time. May be noticed after 30 years or even more. It's not sure it's exactly 30 years, it can be even more, right? So this is the difference between weather and climate. That is what we need to understand first, okay? Let's move on. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now, we have regional variations. Regional variations, different part of India have different type of climate we can see. Rajasthan, it's very hot we can see, and when we talk about Falgam, that is Jammu and Kashmir, mercury may be around 20 degrees centigrade, okay. When we talk about winters in Daras, Jammu and Kashmir, temperature may be as low as -5 degree, that is in winter. When we talk about Trivandrum, that is in Kerala, temperature may be 20 degree centigrade, okay. So we can see the difference between the temperature. When we talk about snowfall in the Himalayas and rain over the rest of the country, बाकी सारे देश में बारिश हो रही है, हिमालय में क्या हो रहा है, rainfall हो रहा है. So we can see, we can notice the difference weather condition, climate condition, okay. So snowfall in Himalayas and rains over the rest of the country I have talked about, okay. Annual precipitation, अगर बारिश की बात करें, is less than 10 centimeter in northwestern Himalayas and western deserts, while it exceeds 400 centimeter in Meghalaya. So in rainfall also there is a vast difference you can see. Cherrapunji in Khasi Hills of Meghalaya receive rainfall over 1080 centimeter. So Cherrapunji में बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश हो रही है. जैसलमेर in Rajasthan rarely gets more than 9 centimeter of rain in a year. और उधर साइड अगर हम जैसलमेर की बात करें राजस्थान के अंदर, वहाँ तो 9 to 10 centimeter ही आपकी बारिश हो रही है. So one side we have heavy rainfall, on the other side we have very less rainfall. So through this we can see the regional variation in precipitation. What do you mean by regional variation? Regional variation का मतलब ये है बेटा, हमारे देश के अंदर there are a lot of states, right? And all the states don't have same temperature, same climate. They vary from place to place, and the rainfall varies from place to place. And what are the reasons for this? इसके पीछे कारण क्या है? That is what we are going to understand in this chapter. What are the things which influence this thing, which we are going to understand in this chapter? आगे बढ़ते हैं, okay? Yes. Now we are going to talk about climatic controls, okay? बेटा, when we talk about climatic controls, जब हम climatic controls की बात करते हैं, that is page number 27 of your textbook, okay? There are 6 major controls of climate of any place. They are latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system, and distance from sea, and ocean currents and relief features. These are the 6 climatic controls which we are going to understand in this chapter, right? The first one is your latitude. So dear students, before we move on to this climatic controls, there are few facts we need to know, okay? That is, you can see on page number 26, do you know, in that bracket, it is written, the word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mausim, which literally means season. So, the word monsoon is derived from Arabic word. So, this word is derived from which word? Mausim, okay? Second, monsoon refers to the seasonal reversal in the wind direction during a year. Now what is monsoon? हम बहुत बार बोलते हैं monsoon, monsoon. Now what is actually monsoon? It's a seasonal reversal. Things changed. Okay, reverse होना. Seasonal reversal. So the climate of India is described as monsoon type of climate. Why? Because in India major states receives the rainfall. Okay, monsoon, right? And this type of climate is found mainly in South and Southeast Asia. That is already there on page number 26. Okay. Despite an overall unity in general pattern, there are perceptible regional variation in climatic condition within the country. We have already seen the map. We have seen there were some areas where there was more precipitation. Precipitation का मतलब it is rainfall. There are some areas in India where there is more rainfall. There are some area like Jaisalmer where is less rainfall. We have already seen here. In parts of India, some areas receive snowfall, that is in the Himalayan regions, and there are some other states which all over India we receive the rainfall. These variations we have already seen, right? And in bracket, do you know the other part? In certain places, there is a wide difference between day and night temperature. In Thar desert, the day temperature may rise to 50 degrees centigrade and drop down to near 15 degrees centigrade at the same night. We can see the difference. On the other hand, there is hardly any difference in day and night temperature in Andaman and Nicobar Islands or in Kerala. This is what we are going to find out, why this thing happens, why there is difference between some areas and why it is not in some parts of our country. That is what we are going to understand, right? And on page number 27, there is an interesting thing. Find out, there are 3 questions given. Why the houses in Rajasthan have thick walls and flat roofs? Beta, we know in Rajasthan we have extreme climate. When I say extreme climate, that is गर्मियां भी ज़्यादा, सर्दियां भी बहुत ज़्यादा. Okay, that is called extreme climate, and there is less rainfall. इतना ज़्यादा rainfall नहीं होता है, and that is why the houses have the thick walls and flat roofs, so that the less amount of rainfall which gets, they can collect it with the flat roof. The water can be collected on the roofs, water harvesting, right? On the other side, we have the next question. Why is it the houses in the Tarai region and in Goa and Bangalore have slopy roofs? Why in this region the houses have slopes? Okay, why? Because in this area the rainfall is very high. Okay, बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश होती है, and because of that their houses are slopy, so that the water should drain down, right? The last question we have: why houses in Assam are built on stilts? Why the houses in Assam are built on stilts? Now you might be thinking, what are stilts? It's like bamboo sticks. Okay, bamboos जो होते हैं, certain height, on certain height they build the houses. Okay, if you see some images, अगर आपने देखा होगा कुछ images में, you can see especially near the beaches. Okay, पानी के ऊपर आपके घर बने होते हैं. That is the sticks they are using, the bamboos they are using. Same kind of structure is in Assam. Why? Because there is heavy rainfall in this region. There is heavy rainfall and chances of floods are more. बारिश बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, chances of flooding are more, and that's why they build the house like this, so that the water should flow from downwards. Okay, so these were the 3 questions, and I have explained you what are the answer of this question. So we were talking about climatic control. So we are talking about the climatic control, and we are talking about factors that control the climatic control of an area. And the first one is latitude. Now you might be thinking, what is latitude? Okay, it's there already on page number 27. When we talk about latitude, that is where you are situated. Where you are situated. These are the imaginary lines. These are the imaginary lines. And where we are situated is very important, because near this equator, the sunlight is direct. इस equator के पास the sunlight is direct. This region experience heat. Okay. If you go downwards, then you will experience the less heat. And in this region, these are polar region, and there will be extreme cold. Okay, so let us see through the animation what is the latitude we are talking about. When we talk about latitude, we are talking about the amount of heat the sun rays are direct. Second is altitude. When we talk about altitude we are talking about the height. When we talk about altitude, we are talking about height. It is said, as and when you go at more height, जैसे जैसे आप ऊपर जाते जाएंगे from the surface of the earth, the temperature will reduce. Okay, and that's why hilly regions, hilly areas are always cool, calm. Okay, less warmer. Next is we have the third one after altitude. I have told you, as and when we go on the height, जैसे जैसे बढ़ते जाएंगे वैसे वैसे आपका ठंड आते जाएगी. Pressure and wind system. Pressure and wind system we are talking about, that is all because of the atmospheric pressure. Okay, atmospheric conditions. We are going to understand about that also. Okay. After your pressure and wind, we have the other things also from where you are situated. you are near to the sea or not. That is our next part, that is distance from sea. Distance from sea, we know we have the coastal line, okay, and we have the other parts of our country also. So what effects this have on the climate, that we are going to understand, that is distance from sea. Continentally, what is this? Continental, okay, that is the distance from sea. If you are away from sea, then the climate will be extreme, and if you are near to the sea, the climate will be moderate. That is what we are going to understand, right? Okay. Next we are going to talk about distance from sea. After distance from the sea, the next things we are going to cover, because it is all are 6 things we are going to discuss. Oceanic currents, that is oceanic currents, because of the waves, because of the flowing water, the currents develop in the ocean, and what effect it have on the climate, which we are going to see. Okay. Let us talk about this one by one. Okay. And last we have the relief feature. Relief feature, some heights, some barriers are there, some mountainous regions are there, sometimes they block the winds. Okay. For example, Himalayan barrier that blocks the cold winds to enter India. Okay. So relief feature we are going to understand. So these are the 6 things we are going to understand one by one. Okay. Let us see. First one, as I told you, latitude. Okay. Now, dear students, we can see when we talk about latitude, I have told you where we situate on the globe, on earth, right? So due to the curvature of the earth, different latitudes receive different amount of sunlight. Curvature, when we talk about curvature, that we can see this curve, right? Because of this curvature, this region, यहाँ पर sunlight direct आ रहा है, and this equator region is very hot. And if you go down, okay, as a result air temperature decreases from the equator towards the poles. अगर आप poles की तरफ move करने लगोगे, तो temperature what happens is decreases, and because of this there is a variation in climate. Okay, this is the first one. Next we have is, if you can see, temperature decreases with an increasing height. We are talking about altitude. जैसे जैसे हम ऊपर जाते जाएंगे, height पे जाते जाएंगे, वैसे वैसे हमारा temperature what will happen is it is going to decrease. Okay, so temperature decreases with increasing height. So in this you can see, as we go up, we can see the decrease in the temperature. That is, we are talking about the altitude, right? Next is pressure and winds. When we talk about pressure and winds, you can see pressure and wind system of any area depends on the latitude and altitude of the place. So pressure of winds किस पे depend करता है? That is where you are located, and secondly at what height you are located, right? Thus it influences the temperature and rainfall pattern, and because of this the temperature and rainfall difference you can see in this area. We can see the low pressure and we can see the high pressure. Okay. Cool and warm air flows, pressure decreases with increasing altitude. As we go high, as we go up, the pressure will decrease with increasing altitude. Bachcho, when we talk about altitude, we are talking about the height from the earth's surface. Okay, right? Next we have distance from sea. Dear students, when we talk about distance from sea, okay, do remember the coastal areas. When I talk about coastal areas, I am talking about those states which are near to the ocean. Okay, we are near to the ocean. बच्चों, जो states coastal area के पास है, there will be moderate climate. There will be moderate climate, and those states which are far from the sea or ocean, they don't have moderate climate, they have extreme climate. Now you might be thinking, sir, what is the difference between moderate climate and what is the difference between extreme climate? Bache, when I talk about moderate climate that is zyada garmi nahi, zyada sardi nahi. Okay, it will be moderate. And on the other side, when I talk about extreme, गर्मी भी बहुत ज़्यादा और सर्दी भी बहुत ज़्यादा, that is called extreme climate. So this is because of your distance from sea. So those states who are nearby sea, they will experience moderate climate, and those states which are far away from the sea, they will experience the extreme climate. Okay. Relief feature. Okay, we can see in this diagram. When we talk about relief, I have told you the mountainous regions, right? If you see here, आप यहाँ देख सकते हो, this is windward side and this is rain shadow, leeward side. Now what is this leeward or rain shadow area? बच्चों, the area which is this side near the ocean, facing ocean side, that will receive more rainfall. This will receive more rainfall, and after this part, the winds or the clouds or the rain will be blocked, and this side there won't be rain. यहाँ पे ज़्यादा बारिश नहीं होगी. That's why it is called rain shadow, leeward side. So always remember, the area facing the sea side will experience more rainfall, and the other side, the leeward side or the rain shadow zone, will experience very minimum rainfall or no rainfall, and this is because of the relief feature. This is because of relief feature. आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं, because of this relief feature, the climate changes. Here one side we have rainfall, on the other side we don't have rainfall. Okay, so these were the climatic controls. Okay, and the next one we have is the ocean currents. Okay, affect the life of the coastal area. Coastal area, I have told you, the area which lies nearby the sea. Okay, affect in two ways: influence fisheries, influence climate. Fisheries, when there is a weather condition is very bad, the fisheries, they cannot go there and fish, right? And influence climate is that because of this disturbances come, okay, तूफान वगैरह आ जाते हैं, and they suffer a lot because of this current. There are warm current and there are cold currents. Okay, currents is because of the waves and the flowing water in the oceans. इस वजह से ये develop होते हैं. Okay, now next we are going to talk about factors affecting India's climate. बच्चों, so far we were talking about climatic control. When we are talking about climatic control as a whole, पूरे दुनिया में climatic control कैसे चलते हैं उसकी बात कर रहे थे. Now particularly we are talking about factors affecting India's climate. So we are going to talk about what are the factors which are affecting India's climate, our country's climate. That is what we are going to learn, right? So factors affecting Indian climate, that is what we are going to learn. Page number 27, we can see the first factor which is affecting the climate of India is the latitude. And dear students, we already know now what is latitude. Okay, so I have told you what is latitude. That is where we lie. हम कहाँ situated हैं, India कहाँ है, situation earth में कहाँ situated है, that is very important. Okay, India is a vast country and there are various factors responsible for different climatic condition, and major factors are latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system. This is what we are going to understand in this topic, right? So when we talk about latitude, जब हम latitude की बात करते हैं, I hope you have observed the area जहाँ से हमारा equator cross हो रहा है, and from the area coastal line, this is our coastal line, you can see from this area, this part, and from this part, if you come down, you can see the moderate climate. You can see the moderate climate, rainfall is very heavy, evergreen forest, and if you go up, अगर आप ऊपर जाते हैं, there is extreme climate, and plus the snowfall also is there in Himalayan region. So this is the difference because of latitude. ये सारा difference क्यों है? That is because of latitude. So this is the first factor. We are talking about the factors affecting India's climate. That is page number 27, right? Next we are going to talk about altitude. This also we know, altitude, that is height. Okay, that is temperature decreases with the height. As and when we go up higher and higher from the earth's surface, what happens is temperature decreases. Due to thin air, mountains are cooler than the plains. Okay, and because of the thin air, the mountains are cooler. Matlab in this region it will be very cool than the plains. Plain regions, okay. Example, Agra, Darjeeling, many of the people go to hill stations. Why they go to hill station, and why these hill stations are cooler than other parts? You see, in the name it is there, hill. Hill is at a height, and because as we know, temperature decreases with the height, and that's why people go to enjoy there. Okay, that is the altitude, right? Next, the factor affect the Indian climate is pressure and wind system. India's weather and climatic condition are governed by the following atmospheric condition. That is, what are they? Pressure and surface winds, okay, upper air circulation and western cyclonic disturbances. You need to mark all this in your textbook. These are very important, right? So, India's weather and climatic condition, that is, we are talking about pressure and wind system. They are governed by pressure and surface winds, upper air circulation and western cyclonic disturbances and tropical cyclones. Okay, let us see one by one. So, we are going to talk first about pressure and surface winds. That is, India lies in the region of northeasterly winds. These winds originate from subtropical high pressure belt of the northern hemisphere. तो ये winds कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? Northern side से, upper side से, okay? Blows toward the south get deflected to the right due to Coriolis force. Now the winds which are coming from the northern side are deflected. Deflecting मतलब उनकी position change हो जाती है. Why this position is changed? Because of Coriolis force. Now you might be thinking, so what is Coriolis force? That is, we are going to understand through animation. Move towards the equatorial low pressure area, carry very little moisture as they originate and blow over the land. So इसके अंदर ज़्यादा moisture नहीं होता है, उमस ज़्यादा नहीं होता है. Now we need to understand what is Coriolis force, right? In textbook also, page number 28, we have Coriolis force in the blue box. That is very important and you need to mark it, right? And on page number 28 on the top, please write this question. This is your first internal question. Which force is responsible for the deflection of winds from its normal path? I repeat my question. Which force is responsible for the deflection of winds from its normal path? And the answer is in the second line of page number 28, first paragraph, that is Coriolis force. The answer is Coriolis force. That is what we are going to understand. What is Coriolis force? Okay. So we are going to understand the Coriolis effect through this animation. You can see the winds are coming from the northern side, northern hemisphere, right? Now they will be deflected because of Coriolis force. How they are deflected? We are going to see. Okay. So we can see southern hemisphere, the winds which are coming from the southern hemisphere also are getting deflected. This is also because of Coriolis force. Now we need to understand what is Coriolis force and how these winds are deflected. Okay, you can see starting from North Pole. Okay, this is target area. यहाँ से अगर ये winds आ रहे हैं आपके तो यहाँ आने चाहिए. But where they are deflected, you can see where they are going. Okay. They are deflected from other side. This is the deflected path. Actually they should reach here, but where they are going this side. Now this is called the deflection. We'll take one more example. If you see South Pole, when they are starting from South Pole, this is target area. यहाँ पे वो winds आने चाहिए थे, but where they are going this side. Okay, this is called deflected path, and this is called Coriolis effect because of this deflection. Because of this deflection, it is called your Coriolis effect. We can see how the winds are deflected. They are not going to the target area. They are not reaching to the target area, but they are deflected to other side. On the opposite side, they are moving. Okay. So, dear students, for now, we'll stop here for the part 1. We'll continue for the part 2 in the next video. I request you to go to the video thoroughly with your textbook. While you are learning, your textbook must be open. And dear students, study regularly and don't worry, we have the live classes. We are there to help you out. For now, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you.